Hey everyone, how's it going? Welcome back to Let's Play Dead Space 3. We're just getting started on Chapter 5, Expect Delays. We're here aboard the Terra Nova, and right now what we're working on doing is locating and securing the shuttle that we now know is docked somewhere on the Terra Nova. And this long elevator ride, this longer than normal one, was making me paranoid that there was about to be an ambush. And to their credit, they've held back on doing that, so... yeah, that got me. I had all this tension released, knowing that there wasn't an ambush coming, and then right after, to give me a little jump scare. It's pretty good. They're not going to be able to restrain themselves forever, though. Eventually, that ambush on the elevator has to come.
Ship recorder on. All hands stand by for deceleration. Okay, Edwards, on your mark.
Roger that, Val.
You will address me as Commander while we're on the bridge.
You got it, darling. Retro thrusters engaged. Whoa! Easy now. The love boat has arrived. I'd like to thank y'all for flying the Terra Nova. Welcome to the ass end of the universe.
Okay, everyone, time to shake the lead out. Sikowski, hail Admiral Graves. Kettle, report the cradle off. This is your show now. Let's deploy the ship. Recording off.
Let's try to summarize the officer's log we found. On a flyover of the planet below, they found a bunch of identical snow-covered obelisks that sound an awful lot like markers. Shortly thereafter, the crew took ill, and this one is telling us that... ooh, more fun. They're transferring specimens from the planet via the resupply ship and keeping them under really tight quarantine. Let's see how that worked out. This actually goes a long way in explaining why some of the necromorphs look a little bit different. Some of the standard varieties, they look a little off. And we have the return of the hacking minigame from Dead Space 2. The reason they look different is because they've been fucking mummified.
Isaac here. It looks like our shuttle's in the aft section of the ship. I'm updating our locators now.
Okay, just tell me it'll get us to the nearest shipping lane.
If we can get it space-worthy again. Judging from the diagnostic, it's a real piece of shit.
We can get it to work, can't we?
We're swimming in a sea of spare parts. I can get it to fly.
Yeah, sure. We'll make this work.
Is it just me, or does Isaac not sound all that confident? Oh, the pinball machine got me! It's so good. It's a shame we cannot play that pinball machine. If this was Yakuza 0, that would be a fully fleshed out pinball game. It would be like an in-depth minigame. Jesus, she could play Outrun in that. And so much more. I want to play a Dead Space pinball game. Oh. We got a little tease. Since I don't think anything's going to ambush me from behind. Yeah, we'll take these explosive canisters and launch them at the lurkers below. Oh, we got another one? Well, that is a problem solved. Maybe should have held back a little bit. And this dead end around the corner doesn't even provide me that much leeway. If this hallway, this side of the hallway was a little bit longer, it wouldn't be so bad. Yeah, hydraulic engine. It's purple, means it's another crafting part. Yeah, there are a few more. But since we have a longer runway... yeah, no. And when I fired the stasis, it interrupted the reload animation, just barely clipped it. I think one of them is alive. I don't trust that they're both... Yep. I didn't feel like I had done enough damage to them. You can usually suss that out pretty easily. And after 3 games, yeah, you should have that instinct.
scavenger bot. This will come in handy.
Oh yeah, the cute little scavenger bots. I am gonna call you Valorfax. So when you aim them like a gun, they'll lead you to treasure caches. Not seeing what it was leading me to. Of course, I could be blind. I'm not seeing anything I can grab with kinesis. The other thing that you can do with scavenger bots is you can cut them loose. And they will patrol an area for a little while, I think like a couple of minutes. And they'll gather some crafting materials for you and some other supplies. They'll just patrol, like, they'll roam around a little area. And then eventually they will return to a workbench and you'll get your supplies back and the scavenger bot, so you can cut them loose again eventually. So I like to make sure there's very little downtime, even if I'm not setting them out in like the optimal locations. I thought I was about to get ambushed from something up here. Oh no, it was just really delayed. That would have been a nasty pincer attack. That would have really fucked me up. Oh, look, it's our old friend. Oh, shit, I forgot this is the chapter that reintroduces these. Oh, speaking of horrendous pincer attacks. Exploders coming out of the woodworks. Oh, God. Plus this thing in its spider mode. Holy shit. That got really out of hand. At least there wasn't like a blind corner there. That could have gotten bad. So we still have like the same old really high caliber, smartly laid out combat encounters. That much definitely has not changed. And now, oh god, they're the size of swarmers, and they do the job of infectors. They are menaces. Oh shit. Good, good, good. Oh no, 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 you're still up. I really like whatever that sounds like. It might be a tin drum or something. They add to the orchestra for this. Have to check out this. Oh yeah, this is where the crew gets hold of some of the classified intel. Everyone's finally catching wind of what is on the surface of Tau Volantis. They're figuring out that the planet is home to several markers now. And the higher-ups were keeping it very hush-hush. Like, need-to-know bases only. We need to drop some of this shit in the safe. Oh, there's so much. Jesus Christ. I don't remember ever being this flush with healing items before. I mean, I guess they might just load you up really early on and then slowly dwindle them down to, like, normal levels, but holy shit. That's actually an excessive amount of stuff. Of course, Chapter 5 is only, like, the start of the ramp-up. Oh, man, I need to, at some point, either modify the rifle with some kind of burst attachment. I know there are a couple of force gun-esque modifications you can do for it, or I can just need to craft a shotgun if they start becoming a problem. They also now, instead of swarmers, I believe, burst out of the pregnants' bellies. These are our first two pregnants of... Yep, here we go. Oh, this is really, really bad. Oh, shit. Yeah, they're bite-sized, shrimpy infectors. To be honest, that went better than it should have. I'm just going to conserve a little bit of ammo stomping these out. I think just like in Dead Space 2, if you shoot a pregnant in the stomach after it's already died, you will not spawn whatever is lurking around infesting their innards. That's pretty good. +1 reload, +1 damage. Yeah, we're not done in this room. This room is really, really ugly. I think now it's just down to slashers, but I'm being no, I'm not. I thought I was. I thought I heard footsteps behind me, but it's part of the tinny section of this, oh, we still got more of these. They actually made a conscious choice to have a more active musical score in Dead Space 3, contrary to 1 and 2, where the music is really only present in fights. Like, it ratchets up immediately when there's danger. But it's a little more ambient in 3.
Detected. Please report to cradle operations to remove the obstruction.
Like, remember I talked about the dynamic fear emitters? That
Guys,
was...
something's blocking the tram system.
Cradle op should be nearby. You can see the tracks from there.
Thanks, Buckle. I'll check it out.
The fear emitters that were like the linchpin for the sounds of the music in Dead Space 1 and 2. They have that and they expand on it a lot. I'll talk a little bit more about like the music design of Dead Space 3 because it's really, really interesting as we go further in. And once again, they're now rapidly throwing out new enemies or returning necromorph types. We've got a couple all in a short span here, so they're ramping up. We got the exploders back now. We have the pregnants back. We have the tiny eye infestors. I can't remember the name of them off the top of my head, actually. We have those. Now we have the return of nests, which are not shooting projectiles. More of the infector swarmers. Oh, I need to look at that name. No, we got a supply box. Spare parts box. Oh, that just opens up when we get to a bench. Speaking of the music, they also went for a little bit less of the classic horror soundtrack, like a little bit less of the classic Dead Space strings, while still retaining that, but they went for like an edgier sound to reflect the increased focus on action.
Hey, Commander. You there?
If you're gonna ask about the cryo boxes,
Okay. I see the problem now. Someone left a bunch of cargo on the tracks.
can you clear it?
I should be able to. I'll get to that shuttle and aft section one way or another.
Honestly, I don't find Dead Space 3 to be that much more action-heavy than 2. It's mainly the set pieces that you see that reflected in. But the combat design is very reminiscent of 2. Maybe not quite as well paced. More rumblings from planet side. This log makes it sound like the higher-ups ordered the expedition to figure out how to weaponize the markers because the sovereign colonies are at war with EarthGov. And that is no bueno. God, that's a terrible fucking idea. I'm gonna putz around at the bench real quick, and we're gonna call it for now and finish out Chapter 5 next time. Thanks for watching, everyone. Take it easy. Have a good one.